I don't know how well the badges are gonna work, but for like my two-way, I like Hall of Fame the badge unblockable or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, what's the point of having badges?
But you got picked? Or plucked?
I didn't use it. I haven't played with it yet, obviously. That's what the badge was. Unpluckable or unpicked.
Yeah. What you're saying, what, like, you're probably still gonna get plucked?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like every badge, though. I mean.
Yeah, but like not come on, Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I wonder how effective it actually is. I watch after this game.
This guy is shit.
I'm actually having fun playing with my build. The other game I couldn't even make it through fucking halftime. It was terrible.
You still didn't post our trade, you fat motherfucker?
No, I've been in this thing.
Why can't you pause it?
I don't know.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Giants have like the best unis in the league.
So good.
I like it, man. LTH is 3-0, huh? Kill it 2-1. That's so bad.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Right there. 56. I got you. I got you. Let's go.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Down to the 26. A big play there on the first play of the game.
One rush.
47 yards on the ground.
The guy, he tried to, I did a juke on him, and he went to shoestring.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It was often open.
Biggest game of Barkley's rookie year on the ground came against these Redskins. Week 14 a season ago, 14 carries, 170 yards.
Sim 20? Yeah, count only kills with 8.
First carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman.
Wayne Gallman is about to score.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense.
Corner, I feel like it was like in question for a little bit there.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Good basic play.
And Barkley will try to punch it in, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
As long as we stay and we're playing.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Shit. Check 3. Ready to go.
Here's Barkley.
They don't even block him, man.
Behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Holy fuck, you're terrible.
Is going to bring up 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense.
Like my center just runs right by the linebacker, and I just missed the field goal.
And able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Remember with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is. and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. B.J. Goodson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Some people can handle the blitz, others can't. If you don't hit the dump off,
work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kareem Martin in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And that is incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
I don't know if I can respect leagues run by bad players.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be every league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pilot, 64, wait, snap.
This is Barkley.
Untouched again.
If
you didn't send a blitz, I have a problem.
At the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That is wide open.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Ready. 30 base. 56. Check back. Hey, high 7. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Go. Big rip.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Yo, man.
And brought down.
Holy, Landon Collins
inside the 25.
The dude comes
Give
out of
18
nowhere.
there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
Every time. Like, Saquon is already going down, and I'm just getting shellacked.
Hey, team 6. Mike, ready.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that.
Oh, he's pressing me again. He's pressing me.
Yeah, yo, Kill, I found my build, bro, 100%.
Again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
Yeah, he's a point guard, but
He's got it for
he can play small forward,
touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year.
He's max height, max
These
weight.
guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Touchdown. The goal.
PAT up
He has
and
like, I made him, he has like 84 strength at point
score
guard.
7-0.
I could fucking bond you small forward.
Now after the touchdown, here's Russ's on to kick
I made him a point
away.
guard just to get the badges. So he's actually like a shooting guard, small forward.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Phyllis said he like any
point guard in
as long as the
point guard in name.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
He's the shooting defensive
nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion.
Short arm.
A little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game.
Like a dimer with my defensive badge. I get like all that floor general shit with the
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first time. I'm trying to do better here.
And I'm strong as fuck.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Imagine that.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
I'm playing with it right now. I'm cooking. I couldn't do anything with my other build. I'm literally cooking these guys. Can't guard.
Dope,
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Come on, let me return this game.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick
I've never had a
user
pick
not a pick six
run
here, but an interception.
Not
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but
flag,
he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down.
Wow, the faggot.
This might push him back further.
I'm not even trying to get buckets in this game. I'm trying to be an all-around player. That's really what this build is. I'm an all-around guy with this build. Ooh, the Euro. The
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley.
Biggest
about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That is up there.
Let your CPU get mad. That's some bitch.
That along with not switching every time, but like at least sometimes.
Sure, it's running your CPU into position and then clicking off.
Yeah, that's the worst. That should be banned. I was thinking that should be a rule against that. Yeah, you can't do that.
I mean, I don't care if it's
not.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants win the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Into one of those. I saw that in the last.
Joe just switches his guy. So like he just
Jones.
Yeah, really, when he's playing you, that's what he's saying.
And Ingram holds it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. A season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there.
Oh, I blocked him. I just blocked him. I blocked really close time.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Jones.
Oh, I ran him over.
Gets this out
I like that you run over screen.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
It's going to be a
Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
I think I lost the Cowboys guy, but I think they switched teams.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Line it up, baby. Line it up. Oh, I missed.
And he'll take this across the 25.
Yo, I have
couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Shots and
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Press.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
On 1st down, here's Love. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Oh, my God.
The Giants have it. It's picked up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
1 carry, 1 fumble.
Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? God. Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
I got my builds. I delete all these other ones.
On 2nd down, Barkley spins away, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones off the bootleg. Rush coming in, he's taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Yeah, he just called my guy.
A little bit of a pick-me, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Who is that? Number 7? I think that's Zeitler. Zeitler with like 90 pass block pushes not even Kerrigan, some random guy, into Daniel Jones.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Did you end up getting, who'd you give your dev up to?
Hey, exit.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram.
He didn't get, he got.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Excuse.
He got 8 dudes.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. It's caught. Shepard. This one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
One more pass to get him.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Oh, I lost my heat. I forgot.
Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
Oh,
down he goes.
This should be a fumble.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down now. Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Steps away, and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it, and the Redskins scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Too slow.
Throwing on second and 8. Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for. Now they'll try to convert on third.
Yeah, Jones is the next one.
Oh, God. I forgot you have to boost him all the way up.
Now Haskins, third and long. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
I mean,
as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Don't really have anyone like
Dorsett on the return.
Like
a very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football, first and 10.
It'd probably be better to do it for a defensive player. This is how easy.
You know what my problem is? I think I'm not running well because I have a fullback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Just the edge on me some news.
Oh, an absolutely filthy Jones. He's getting some space now.
Yo, Saquon
30 big ones. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let them get to the second
all the
level
playmaking
because sometimes
badges,
you break up
and
the
you
big
get all
run
the
on its own.
defensive and all
But
the
oftentimes you get additional
everything you
blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
But you still get solid.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2.
I
It's
got
second
8
down
this
now.
last one.
The
8,
Giants
it was like 8, and then everything else
final
was like
timeout
12,
as
14,
the clock will stop
like
with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, that's so trash.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it does. My build, I get 30 for shooting, 17 for playmaking.
The last run got
like
a couple.
7
Here's
for
second and 8.
defense.
Well, there it is. I'm getting spread out.
Throwing Jones.
Yeah, but who cares about all your silver badges?
Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone.
So what is those?
Third down.
What was those points for? That's how many you could get total. Or what is that? That's how you start off with. Hello?
What? What are you talking about, Shark?
What were those, so when you like load up the actual game, like what were those badges showing you? Like, that's how many you get total for you guys?
The points are how many badges you can put into badges. You can put in one total badge. You get 14 total points.
For a giant first down.
Yeah, I'm saying that's the cap.
Yes.
Okay.
We're back.
Jones now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
No, it's gonna be some ridiculousness. I'll be back later.
I can't even reload my character. You can't reload it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This is taken at the 3. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
In the awards, do they give Rookie of the Year?
This is taken at his 4.
To the QB with most yards?
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
I don't throw for a lot of yards, but like right now I'm like 3 TDs and no INTs.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
This guy did decline a trade.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It'll be Love to try and get the first. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
So goes man.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
It's not like Kenny Young's some stud. Solid.
Wait, Kenny Young for Alshon got declined?
Yeah, it was a third rounder.
Isn't Alshon's what, like an 89 or 80 something?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. 50, plant. 56. 80 weapon. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Under 10, under 10, 10.
On second down, Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We got this.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Golden Tate's gonna go. Touchdown, Giants.
Just
Golden Tate, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Where do I put Jalen Mills now?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board.
God.
They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. B.J. Goodson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
That one covers 29 yards. First down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath.
Lorenzo is back. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Will, wide, get wide. Hey, check Mike 21.
Here's Haskins to throw. Gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. There
he just blocked me in the back.
Touchdown,
I just got blocked in the
Washington.
Back, so I couldn't stop.
Bryce Butler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Setting a blitz.
Now Saquon Barkley. And an alley to run. Breaks through the contact. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 62 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Second and goal from the 1.
30 base.
Fucking goal, man.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go, D, let's go.
He'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas True Blue on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Bobichette.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Saquon has like almost 200. Bro, going on being under
this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
We're just going to get emailed by me, especially.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check 47. Hey. Watch twist. Watch twist. Mike's 47.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 22. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Love. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Shoot this side. We got 3.
From the 39, Haskins. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
That's caught. It's the rookie, Kelvin Harmon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking stomp you out twice a year. Every year in the league. Every season. Probably 3 times if you're planning on making the playoffs.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Like I played Jabril at linebacker.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins.
You guys should versus me, you're getting written up.
Why am I not getting that
And
hit?
that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
They work so well. Stretch over the walls. I think that's what Killer was talking about.
Yeah.
That stretches.
Stretch out goes right here.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Right back to him on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
This is Gallman. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Here we go, set. 15 line. 15 line.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Undercrush. Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my master.